Holy f***, Boogie got hacked today. Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Izzy. This is the Izzy Nobre Show. If you know me, I'm going to assume that you evidently know Boogie to... I never remember his f***ing screen name. Wait a second. I had it right the first time. Boogie2988. Man, my eyes are all f***ed, but... God damn it, this is a shitty way to start a video. Boogie2988 is a YouTube personality, usually talking here on YouTube on matters about pop culture, video games, that sort of stuff. So this morning I was checking Twitter and somebody I follow said that his channel got deleted somehow. And immediately everybody started kind of scrambling to try to understand what had happened. First thing in a lot of people's minds was that maybe somebody was offended at something Boogie said and reported his channel to YouTube, and YouTube deleted it. It's kind of a scary moment right now that we're living in, where you can say the wrong thing and you can say something that's not outrageously offensive, but people can misconstrue as offensive and then have your whole livelihood taken from you just for that. This could have been what happened, right? Like we thought that a lot of people thought that this is exactly what happened. So Boogie hadn't tweeted anything about it, which kind of fueled the mystery. We weren't sure what had happened. It was some kind of... I had no idea what to even think. Somebody linked me to a Reddit thread on the Boogie subreddit where he's saying, yes, my account got hacked, somebody got to my phone number, and he didn't elaborate on that, but basically what he means is, or at least that's what I understand he meant, there's something called two-factor authorization, which you should be using right now. Basically the way it works is, it makes logging into things a little bit less convenient. You have to punch in your password like you normally would, and then you get a second screen where it's asking for a code that they message you, like via your text message system. Text message system. Let's try that again, because that doesn't make any sense. They text you a code that you put in after you put in your password. Basically what this means is that unless somebody has your phone, they wouldn't be able to hack you even if they knew your password. It happens that this method is not the safest, as we've seen recently, because there's been cases where hackers get a hold of people's phone numbers, seems to be the case here, and clone their phone number or something like that. So they acquire the person's password, and then they get through the first barrier of logging into somebody's account, and then when they get the next step is, like, you know, put in the code that we texted you. Because they had a way to clone the person's phone number, they get that text, not the original person, and then they manage to log in and do these things. I saw an online activist that got hacked in much in the same way. Somebody contacted their phone service provider and changed their phone number over, like, you know, convinced them that the hacker was the owner of the account, and said, you know, can you change my phone number? They changed the phone number. He got a hold of the guy's password, and he tried to gain access to his social media stuff that way. When I saw that story, I freaked out because I'm a huge paranoid, and of course you wouldn't know it from this channel because I'm a nobody here, but I have another channel where I'm also a nobody, but a few more people watch my stuff there, so I made a few enemies along the way. And when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, that could happen to me. So I contacted my phone provider and I said, hey, what's the hardest way possible for me to identify myself to you guys, you know, to make any changes to my account? Like, tell me what would be the most inconvenient. Like, do I have to come in and, like, take a blood sample, you guys look at it? Like, what's the hardest way for me to prove that I am me? They're not used to handling these kinds of requests, so I got bumped to, like, a supervisor, then a manager, then some other dude, and eventually I was able to change my account settings in a way that it's gonna be such a hassle if I have to call them to do anything about my account. I hope I never have to. I don't often have to, but if somebody tried to contact my phone company pretending he was me to change my phone number, he would have to jump through insane hoops to prove that he was me. So I'm like, okay, now I think I'm fairly safe, right? I even specifically told them, if somebody calls you guys saying they're me and they have some information and they want to change the phone number, I want you to create the like insane barriers for that to happen. And they're like, why? And I'm like, you know what? It doesn't even matter. Just do it. I'm paying you. I don't want to explain that there's people who hate me on the internet, because I imagine that regular people think that's the weirdest fucking thing. Like, what the fuck are you doing that you have this many enemies that are that invested in taking you down? I would just feel kind of weird. So just like, I'm just a paranoid. That's what I told them. I'm just a paranoid. Just change it. I'm paying you. Come on. I want you to make it harder after this call, not right now. Just change this thing. But then I was still paranoid, and I figured that SMS two-step authorization is probably authentication. It's probably not the best one to use because your phone number is the weakest link in the security system. So I changed to using the authenticator code. So the authenticator code, the way it works is you have an app on your phone that's synchronized to a server on the internet, and then every 60 seconds it shows a code on your phone that is synced to your services. So when you want to log in, you have to punch in the code that shows up on your phone, right? That creates other problems, I imagine, because what if you lose your phone, if it gets destroyed? I'm not sure how exactly. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, I suppose, but for now, I'm safe. Question mark. The takeaway thing here, I think, is it's two things. First, you got to really watch out for your internet security. I mean, most people don't have these issues. Most common people out there don't have people trying to frantically hack into their shit and do whatever. I understand that. You still should be careful with these things because, I mean, why not? It's a little bit inconvenient to log in through these, jumping through these hoops to log into your email or your Twitter or whatever, your Pornhub account. Did they have that? Like two-factor And the second thing is, it's kind of really shitty that we live in this age where you can simultaneously. Let's try that again. Simultaneously, that still doesn't sound quite right. Simultaneously earn a living on the internet, sharing your thoughts with the world, but people can take offense to that to the extent that they will try to shut you down because you're offending them. This is scary to me because the threshold for being offensive nowadays, I think, has never been lower. You can even say something with a good intention and people think that you said something like they'll liken you to like Hitler and the Klan. You know what I mean? Like, that's why it's a little iffy to me. Thankfully, this hasn't been, I mean, I can't even say thankfully because the guy was hacked, but at least it wasn't a case of like they saw their Boogie's body of work and one person complained about some position that he holds and they decided to just end the whole thing. At least it wasn't that. But that's what I think. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about this. Did you even watch Boogie? Do you like him? Do you dislike him? Comments down below. As always, subscribe. There's videos here whenever. Gotta be honest, I suppose. And that's everything. I'm Izzy, and I'm done. Right, let's go change all my passwords now because I'm paranoid again.